Yep. Oh, it's big. And whoa! Oh, he's really big, man. No, he's been bitten in half. No way. I want to chase that barramundi of a lifetime, and I want to bring you guys with me. Here he is. Oh yes! Oh, that was sick. Yep. Oh, right at the boat. Oh, it's big. Oh my god. Yeah, coming up quick. Oh, he's a giant. He's a giant. Whoa. It lined up almost perfectly after waiting 2 weeks. We were back doing it again, very similar conditions, so the confidence was sky high. Couple fish there come through there, got a few right here. And that's what I've been talking about previously in videos, undulations. So the little divots in the mud and the sand, and you can see this guy right here, he's parked up right on the front of one. And same with this guy, he's just in the back side of one. You can see the little ridge that comes up, and then he's just behind it. Now we're back in, you know, kind of similar location to where we'd fished a bit in the last few days. But it's been literally 2 weeks since you've seen the last episode, and like we've had pretty much 2 weeks of 25 knots basically, and it's been horrible. Haven't been fishing at all, so just going off the theory of if it's not broke, don't fix it. Now I know there's big fish here, I know they will bite at times, so we're just going to focus on what I know. Got the conditions pretty dialed. It's pretty much exact same conditions we had 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to do something very similar to what we did in the last episode, and hopefully that means big fish. It did last time at least. Alright, so typical stuff from me. I've just driven up current of where the fish were, killed the outboard, chucked this electric motor in, and we'll chuck this pole in as well. Move these, and we're getting this net in a position where it's very easy for me to grab. Maybe like that. That right there. The rod I'm not using down there, so it's out of the way. Pause the side scan, down scan. Go to the live. Switch that on. And we're cooking. Oh, there's a decent fish right here. Very close to the boat. On there. Oh, he's coming for it, I think. Or did I spook him? I think I spooked him. Yup, no. Oh, it's a tiny one. What? What are you doing, little man? That's got to be the smallest fish I've seen eat a 9-inch plastic. But we'll take it. We'll get on the board. I'll take this out for anyone who gets a hook in their hand. Okay, that's like a, oh, what would that be? Probably high 60s barra. Pretty guy, but oh, literally pretty much half the size we're after. I'm just surprised he bocked a 9-inch plastic. That's alright though. I think we're literally 3 casts in and got a bite, so that's positive. A couple more sitting here. Ooh. I think I'm casting the wrong fish. Seems like the bigger fish are out to my left over here. Some bloody big fish there. Oh, that one's turned. Yep. Good fish. I'm gonna get him up quick. Come on. Get to the boat. It's not that big. I'm just holding thumb on spool. We're not letting him dive. Thought he was big at the start, but no. Come on. And there we go. Whew. Damn. Thought he was much bigger. He's probably like an 80 model. We'll chuck him on the brag mat quickly. Let's lure it out. Brag mat here. Very green because I'm holding it on heavy gear. Whoa. Jesus. What are we looking at? Said he was like 80. He is 82. Alrighty, there we go. Nice solid barra. Second one for the morning. Again, on that 9-inch plastic. Absolutely thumb on the spool. Skull dragged him in. We don't want these sharks to have any chance to get near this fish, if we can help it. Now I'm going to do this guy solid. I'm going to drive away, drive into the snags and release him so he's got the best chance of survival. Just quickly snap over to these snags here and we'll release him nice and close. So, ow, he's very feisty still. He's still biting down super hard. So we'll just give him a quick spear. Don't really want to hold my hands in the water. And yep. Look, he's swimming straight over the snags. Perfect. Now I'm going to try and do that where I can, just because I don't want to feed these sharks, and I don't want to kill the fish. So I'm going to try and do that. This also gives us a chance to kind of re-scan the area, see if the fish are congregating anywhere in the area that I'm fishing, because I kind of just get focused on fishing some fish where, you know, they move around as the tide goes on and that kind of thing. So we'll see if I can find them a bit more concentrated, or if there's any bigger fish sitting somewhere that they weren't sitting before when I first started. So we'll see. Knocked around for a little bit, re-rigged, and found some fish. A couple good ones over here. There's my good friend here, Mr. Bull Shark. There's a barra. He literally just scared a barra. That was the one I was trying to cast at. What a dog. That'll be pretty close to his face. Oh, maybe not close enough. Still there. Well, of course he keeps moving. Might get it in front of this other one though. Yep. Oh, he hit it, man. Wow. He absolutely whacked that. Jeez, how did he... I hate how they don't hook up. That was a big fish. That was a big fish. Damn it. I'm gonna have a look at this guy. He's straight here. He's pretty big, that one. Bloody Marcus. Marcus the Sharkus. Oh, there's 3 sharks on the sounder now. Ah, stuff it. Been here for like an hour and a half after that last fish we caught, and you can't seem to get another one. We've got one other bite, but missed him. But we're about to hit tide change, so I want to move. I want to be on some fish for tide change. Well, sometimes in fishing you just make the wrong decision. I just spent the last hour and a half in the river, sounding around, went through tide change, moon set, and a wind change, and I wasn't even fishing, and those are 3 things that can sometimes trigger a bite. So to miss all that is a little bit annoying. And then, you know, I found fish, but it was like, you know, they're not they're not the fish we're after in this series, so I didn't bother casting at them. But now we've just pushed out. Hopefully there's some big fish, and hopefully we're still in a chance to crack one, even though the conditions aren't ideal right now. So just got to find them first, and then hopefully we'll do some casting. It's been about 3 hours since I've had a cast. Alright, there is a few fish here, so we'll see if we can get their attention. One positive thing is they're the biggest fish we've seen all day. Well, those fish didn't want to bite, so we've moved from them. I don't know what their problem is. They're literally just swimming away from my lures, but I found a few fish in this small little stretch in here. Those fish are kind of hanging around this little cutout in here. Get some casts in there. These fish are being very fussy. I want to try something before we move. Try this bad boy right here, 110mm armor prawn. It's a bit bashed up, caught a few fish on it already, but let's have a cast at these guys for a little bit. Have a look at the fish on the sounder here. They're all stacked up on this edge in these there's little tiny undulations in there, and it's just at the start of this little cutout in here where there was a landslip, I remember, a while ago. Yep. Whoa. There we go. Whoa! Took a little bit of convincing, but we got one to bite. Not big by any means, but a few different lure changes. Oh, where are you going, bud? Oh. Jeez, he's fired up. Not even big, he's just a little fella. There we go. Jeez, it's been at least 4 hours. At least 4 hours since we got our last bite. Not a big fish, but it's a fish. Needed to get some sort of bite happening. Get this lure out before I get a treble in my hand. That'll be a nice, like, 70cm model kind of fish. Obviously not what we're after, but it's been so long between bites. Like I said, it's been about 4 hours. Finally got one. Had to do 3 or 4 lure changes to get him. It's tied on that armor prawn like I showed you a minute ago, and got the bite. Alright, just getting back. He should be pretty good to go. No sharks around here, nice clean water. See you, bud. This is the lure again here, 110mm armor prawn. Just swapped the terminals out for decoy extra strong splits, and the trebles are decoy YS81s, they're size 4s. There's definitely some better ones in there as well. See if we can tempt some of them. Yep. Whoa! He just grabbed it and sat there. That was funny. I think I got him under the chin. Oh no. Oh, popped off. Rip. Yeah, he wasn't hooked that well. That's alright. What am I doing? I'm getting way too distracted. I need to be chasing big fish. I'm casting at fish that definitely aren't 120, so I'm wasting my time. It's not part of the series. It's not the challenge. There's no challenge to catch a 70 centimetre barra. We're out here to catch a 120, so I need to stop casting at small fish. Then I go have a look around, see if we can find some big ones that actually want to have a bar of me. Just a bit afraid that we've kind of missed the good bite window for today. Well, after about a combined 3 hours of casting at these fish, they're just being bastards really. Had a few follow, but none wanted to commit through several different lures. Unfortunately, I think it's a case of just missed that like key bite period in the morning, and then now they're just being super fussy and don't even want a bar of most things I throw at them. So after how long we've been out for, a good 9 hours, calling it a day. And we've got near identical conditions tomorrow, and then the day following picks up to like 20-25 knots southeaster, so they hopefully should be biting tomorrow. We've got some good tides as well, so I'm pretty confident we'll get a good bite tomorrow. Hopefully it's the big one we need. Right, we're back in the river again this morning, and a little bit of a game plan. We do have to wait for the tide a little bit to fish a couple different zones, but for now, just found a few nice fish sitting on this laydown. So we're gonna have a crack at them, see if they want to play the game. Yep. Oh no. Get the net, bro. Get the net quick. It's gonna be so many sharks on this thing. I think this is a cod actually, never mind. Unless it's just coming at the boat. That's a little bit. Oh! Jesus! Stay up. Oh my god, he's just nuked me hectic. Ah! I got him. Thought it felt like a barra bite. Bloody hell. It's got a bite. Not the, oh, Jesus. Very green. Just a little barra, but, you know, high 60s kind of thing. But the big fish that were around here, they've moved quite a bit. It's quite interesting. Yeah, at least we got some sort of bite happening. But we'll get this guy back quick and get back in there. I just had a quick look at the sound to see if there's any sharks, and there's one sitting literally straight under the boat. So we'll do what I did yesterday. There we go. That's the lure again there. 125mm flick prawn. It's good for fishing these laydowns. Now I'm just going to release him up right in shallow, up against the sticks, so he's got somewhere to hide from the sharks. He should be more than good to go. Little spear. Oh. And into the snag. Perfect. I didn't talk about it much before because we're running up and down the river trying to find a fish, sanding around, and fish that I was finding yesterday, or even since the last like 2 weeks ago, they just haven't been here. So I've been trying to focus up and find where they're at. There seems to be just a lot in the laydowns along this edge up here. You can see like the bank just slips in, and then these mangrove trees kind of just fall in like you see up there, but there's a lot out deeper as well. You see you got the pole in here, and then that's a big tree, kind of goes almost across the whole screen, and there's just fish all through it here, especially in here. Some good ones there. And there's another tree that's like 20 plus. Yep. Oh, it's a shark, I reckon. I reckon the shark's just eating my prawn. Yep. Oh my god. I just saw the shark swim through. Oh my god.
I'm gonna get out of here then.
Yeah, we'll move. What a savage. That's so annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 5 sharks.
That's ridiculous.
Alright, well, we've just done a huge move and scanned around for a little bit and found some very sizable fish. We'll show you in a second on the sounder, but I didn't want to make this mistake I had yesterday and miss out on that bite time, you know, fighting around, sounding and that kind of thing. So I've come early. I'm here probably maybe 50 minutes early. We're going to pepper these fish for maybe 2 hours and fingers crossed we can get a bite from them. Got him. Whoa! What is he doing?
Oh, he might be alright.
Why hasn't it jumped? It's a barra. Don't even think he's that big. No, he's not. Oh, he's pretty green. Whoa. Yeah.
Barramundi.
After 4 hours. Whew. Felt weird to get a bite, been so long. Chuck him on the brag mat. I say like 75?
Pretty much spot on.
He is 75. Alright, well, after 4 hours of literally nothing going on, finally found a stack of fish sitting on this lay down. A couple casts in, got the bite, but there is definitely much bigger ones in there, so we'll get this guy back quick and get back in there. It's going good right in the corner of the jaw there. There you go. He should be pretty right to go. See you, matey. That's on the flick prawn again. It's the only really thing that's gotten a bite at all today. Oh, he's a bit better. Oh, come on. Why aren't they really jumping? I mean, he jumped then, but they're staying down deep. Trying to murder me in the tree or something.
Oh, he's better.
Whoa, could have murdered him, brah. Get him. There we go. Another one. Very similar. A bit more chunky. There we go. Number 3 for me today. That same size as the last one. Again, on the flick prawn. For whatever reason, this little school of fish is a bit more fired up. We've fished so many different schools of fish and cast out so many fish today, and most of them just weren't having a bar of it, but these guys are, for whatever reason. They're not the giants we're after, but there's slim pickings out here at the moment. Again, right on the corner of the jaw. Pop that out. And over here. Should be pretty good to go. Yep. Alright, it doesn't really look like there's much of a giant hunt going on at the moment, so I'm not even going to film. Unless something happens, I'll just see you guys in the next day. So unfortunately, we had a lot of big fish that I'd found previously in the series in those areas that we were fishing. Almost all of them had moved on. They weren't in the same areas, and I was having a lot of trouble finding them. And unfortunately, on top of that, after the day you just saw, the next day went 25 knots yet again, and we had literally another 2 weeks of rubbish. I feel like I'm a broken record saying it, but it proper sucked, and it was unfishable kind of conditions. But after that, you know, week and a half, 2 weeks of horrible weather, we had the next 2 days where conditions were looking pretty good, but we did have some of the same issues that we have been dealing with. should be good. Yep, got him.
Oh, yes.
Is this a cod or something? Just a small barra. Yeah. I was gonna say, it looked like a barra on the sand. I was like, wasn't fighting. It's just. Hey! Whoa!
Leave up here.
Yeah, I'll pull him up there for you. Yeah. Just a little rat. Yeah. Just had to get one on the board for the fellas.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, don't.
Perfect.
Well, not particularly the size we're after, but I just wanted to get one on the board quickly. I just saw him sitting on the sounder there, just couldn't help myself. Casted my little prawn rig in there, and literally I only hooked him on the stinger, which is a big reason why you run it. We'll keep moving, try and find some bigger fish. I just needed to get one on the board just for my sanity's sake. I've got to even cast, that's probably... Yep,
Oh,
that was a good bite. Oh my... That was
good fish, eh?
far out. Ah, weedless life, man. It's chafed up to there. You had it that deep. Yep, got him. No, popped off again. Are you for real? What the f? How, man? I jammed him twice, man. What is going on? No, I'm gonna lose it. Actually, put my thumb on the spool then. That was my bad. I'm so on edge about the sharks because there's two right here. I've literally had 3 fish eat it. This is unbelievable, man. There's 3 of them, man. 3 sharks right here. There's 4. That is unreal. I'm not even going to cast, man. There's no point. We won't get a fish to the boat. There's not a chance. Oop. Bumping. Yep. Gonna jump. Ah, big. Chasing giants, man. That's probably one of the smallest ones I've ever caught. Whoa. Bye. Well, we just sanded over that stack of fish there. Many. No way. The sit down bite. We're gonna land this fish sitting down, man.
You can't stand up.
No standing up allowed. Huge!
Well done, Foley!
No donuts, man.
Doughies.
I've had a gutful, nosy. Oh, he'd be like low 60s, I'd say. See a fella. Streamline. Look, I don't know what to tell you. We've done, what time is it? We've been out here for about 6.5 hours And the only very few big fish we found, they're literally seeing our lures, swimming away from them, they're terrified. And the only other fish we can catch are small, like that. So I just don't know what to do. We got to mix things up. It's just not working what we're doing right now. It's very frustrating. There's not really any more zones for us to really check out today, so we'll try again tomorrow. So one thing that I was doing that I wasn't talking a lot about, I was consistently driving over big schools of smaller fish to try and find these bigger fish, and that was frustrating on its own, let alone, you know, when I found those bigger fish at times, I just couldn't convert, you know, after 6, 7, 8 hours of trying to catch big fish, and then I pull up on a school of smaller fish and have a couple casts and catch them. It is frustrating. On top of that, when I know that I'm spending 2, 3, 4, 5 days filming for one of these episodes, that I could just go out in one day, film a video, and it'd be so much easier for me if I was fishing for something else and doing something else. But I knew that would be part of the challenge coming into this series, but at the same time I didn't understand fully how tough it would actually be to deal with that, let alone with also the challenge of trying to catch a -20 barra. I think after all that, it kind of got to me a little bit. It honestly kind of made me resent this series in a way, but also resent chasing big barra. And the last thing I wanted to do after the day you just saw was chase barra at all. So I think the best thing for me was to just honestly have a break for a little bit and go do some other stuff, go do some other sort of fishing, which you may have seen in the last couple of videos, which was really good. To be honest, cleared the mind a little bit, but unfortunately close season was quickly approaching. I wanted to have at least one more crack before it came. Last day of the season. We're just like 2 days out from the full moon basically. The tides are huge, like 5 meter plus tides, or if you're in the States, like 15 foot. It's very hard to fish in any rivers or anything like that. So starting off the day, come along the coastline, and we've got these oyster rocks all spread out. Now it's very shallow. We're only in about, 50 centimeters of water, or like same thing. It's like 1.5 feet. And basically just going to be throwing these little shallow running jerk baits around these rocks to start. Later on we'll be able to mix it up and change it up once we get to the tide change, but for now we're going to be doing this. Oh, heaps of mullet there. Oh, barra, he's on it. Oh, he tried to eat it. He ate it. Yeah.
That was so cool.
Did you see him chasing it?
That was epic. I went down.
Oh no!
That was such a cool eat.
Yeah, he's just a little guy anyway. Oh, there's another barra.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's still, he's following it. Nearly come out of the water. He might come back for it. He was looking for it.
Oh, there he is. He shot off.
Multiple. There's 3 of them. Yep. Oh, get away from those rocks. He's on him. Oh, he's right on him. Keep bringing it. Oh, Ben.
Got him.
Oh, baby. Yay. Ben had one little one eat, missed it, and then I saw 3 take off. Went up into under that tree there, put 1 cast in. One of them comes out. Just a baby. Cute little guy. See you, mate. So after about another 6 hours of us looking around, trying to find these big fish, we literally just couldn't find any. So we just decided we'd call it a day. We went and had a Long Island iced tea to cap off the season and ease some of that frustration. But now I need you guys to let me know down in the comments below and by liking the video whether you guys want me to continue this series. And one thing I am looking forward to is that as of November 1st, 2023, all the commercial barramundi netting is done for good in my region. So that's great news for the recreational fishers and for someone obviously like myself who catches fish and films it for a living. And hopefully if you do continue this series, it's a bit of a booster, because I'd really like to end this series how I intended to, holding 120 centimeter barramundi in my arms.